In this life, few are blessed to find their true calling. The unquenchable passion that forges an innate focus and determination. Night and day, it consumes your mind. It cannot be shaken. No obstacle too daunting to overcome. No failure too painful to surrender. The struggle only adds sweetness to the victories. For us, this is duck hunting. This is Foul Minds.
Yep, back at it, day 2. We're about to mess with this injector, see if it's the injector itself or the wiring. And yeah, man, we're gonna back it up here with a forklift. Let's get after it.
The only thing I want to say about today is that I've all my faith in Clayton. I think he's a heck of a mechanic now. So I'm just praying we get this thing done so we can get on the road today and kill some ducks. I know these dogs here are ready to kill some ducks. So are we. So when he pulled out that 16-foot wiring harness this morning out of his, I don't know where he had it, maybe his bedroom, who knows. Kind of intimidated me a little bit, so hopefully this goes well. You ready to play dog?
Hayden, will you get that cutting wheel over the back of my Jeep? And what is it? I wish I knew. We fixed like 3 different things.
We're leaving in about, I don't know, 3-4 hours, hopefully. We got to weld this blowout valve on here. And I've never welded aluminum before, neither has Clayton. We're over at his neighbor's house. We're gonna borrow his aluminum welder. His neighbor's isn't home, so he can't help us out. So I'm gonna attempt it. Hopefully I don't burn a big old hole in this thing. Then
You can call it a blowout valve.
that wouldn't be good. Yeah, what is it?
Blow off.
Okay, it started over. Ow! Shit! Ah! Damn it! We're gonna drop it in the ditch right here in front of Clayton's parents' house. If it doesn't blow, it's worthy. What happened to the motor?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's done. I don't know for sure. I just need to look when I get home.
Whole point of us doing this is to have fun, and we're gonna go anyway. We're not gonna let this stop us. So I'm gonna go get a mud boat, and we're gonna head out. We're going duck hunting anyway, just not with the airboat. Come on, cameraman Dan.
We'll be right back.
Hey guys, I'm James Hard with Hard Retrievers. I'm here with Eider with a few quick tips. So we're going to have a traditional choke lead, which is going to have a stopping guide on this. What this is to set it to the size of the neck itself. That way this doesn't go any further. We're not going to use this as a choking lead, but we're going to use it as a just to get her attention, more of a tension thing. So what we're going to do is when we get it up here, we want it higher up on the ears, on the neck, and we're going to put the stop right here. That way, when we don't have it, it's loose, plenty tight. That way, when we do any, what we're going to call correction, is we're going to do a bump and it'll go back to loose. So it squeezes and comes back. All right, so when we're going to start this dog on a walk, on a here with this foot, it's going to go forward here. We'll sit. Here. Sit. Cool deal. All right, now we can also introduce the whistle to it. Here. We'll first say sit and then we'll whistle. So sit. Here. Sit. Good. Here. Sit. So traditionally when we're going to be working with the lead, we're going to do a figure-8 drill that allows us to go inside and outside while we walk. So let's show you that here. So now we're going to have this dog on the inside of the loop, and now it's going to be on the outside of the loop. Then we will start sitting in the middle of it. Sit. Down. Good. So what this figure-8 allows you to do is do a lot of walking in a small confined area, so you can do it even in your house. Tip of the day. Here.
We're loading the boat up. It's like 9 o'clock at night, and man, we've been working on that airboat for days. We're supposed to have an 8-day hunting trip, and we spent the last 3 days working on the airboat with no luck. I think Clayton and I finally had enough and said we were gonna tune it / try it out, and while doing that, I think we ended up blowing the motor. So got the mud boat that y'all saw in episode 1 that we almost sank, but it's fixed now, and we're taking that. So we're getting it loaded up and we're gonna hit the road tonight. Fueled up, ready to let's roll. We made it.
We just now made it, sir. The boat pulled great. Every stop, the bearings were nice and cool, and just chugging along like magic. And now we're here in the mountains, partly cloudy. Front blew in, and they limited out this morning. They said there's about 10,000 greenheads from where we're planning to go hunt.
Man, there you go. There you go. Good for y'all.
Hell yeah.
10,000 is good. Y'all just need about 100 of them.
Exactly. We only need to shoot 100. Long enough drive. I think we made 12 and a half hours. Turned into maybe 14. But we made it. Came out west and it's looking pretty promising. It's out here with my buddy Rick, and he's kind of talking about what he had seen here in the past couple weeks and glassing it out, and I think it's going to be pretty good. So we're going to come up with a plan here shortly. Maybe we'll hunt this evening. Looking likely that we will. It's going to freeze tomorrow morning, so the birds won't feed until later when it thaws. But out here there's actually a bunch of millet, flooded millet, and that's what the mallards and pintail are feeding on. Now there's some coves across the lake over there that early you'll see some teal and widgeon, and yeah, so we might do that in the morning, or we might go run the river and see if we can find some greenheads floating around in there. But either way, it's looking positive. Made it safely. No blowouts, no bad bearings, and we're happy.
Oh!
What was that?
The hole from the motor.
Where was you trying to go? We just scouted for tomorrow, and we have a better idea of where the ducks are going to be feeding later. We're thinking mid-morning. Like I said earlier, it's going to freeze tonight, so they probably won't be there bright and early. But we were wanting to hunt this evening, but instead of blowing out that spot where all the birds were, we found a cove down the way, a little bit further south on this reservoir, and it was holding, I don't know, 250 ducks, maybe 50 greenheads, and some pintails, some widgeons, some teal. And so yeah, not taking it too seriously. We got probably 30 minutes of light left. See if we can scrap out a few ducks.
Good shot, Clayton.
Hold on one second.
All right, we went out yesterday and scouted late in the evening, about 2 hours before dark. We found a lot of birds. Found us a spot we're gonna hunt this morning that's holding quite a few birds. One of the issues we might have is it's about 20 degrees right now, so the water might be frozen, but we're gonna bust a hole in there and set up a spread, and then if we don't get our limit when the sun comes up, things kind of thaw out, we're gonna move to where we saw the majority of the birds yesterday, so we can finish out there. So it's Sunday. There might be a couple other people on the reservoir, but after today we should have the place pretty much to ourselves. So we don't have a breath of wind this morning. This cove is the same one we hunted yesterday, and it's all iced over, so we ran the boat a couple times in here, busted it up. We're gonna put a couple of these Air Boss motion decoys out, make some ripples, do a little kicking action. You know, with it frozen like this, they're probably not gonna fly till a little bit later, but we'll be here when they do get here.
Like the drift on the left now. The front one. Left is good. I'm gonna come over to shoot. No, Papa.
Out of dog.
So far, I think we're in a pretty good spot. I think we're where we need to be, but we're not facing the sun. We're kind of quartering away from it. But when the birds come in, they're swinging real wide into the sun, and we've already shot 2 hens. We were trying to shoot all drakes, so we're gonna actually rearrange the decoys and move them a little bit further so we can turn the blinds so our backs are to the sun, and get a good look at all the birds coming in. So over the back. That is a pretty bird.
Gadwall great.
Nice shot.
Here. Come on.
So we actually set up this morning in the same spot we scouted yesterday. Then we shot a few in here, but we didn't hurt it. And man, it actually took us a little while longer than we thought. This whole cove was iced over. It took us forever to get in here and open a hole. We ended up getting set up about at 8 o'clock. Sometimes that happens, so we kind of had to grind it out, but we mostly shot drakes. Dogs did a great job. We had a lot of fun, and now we're gonna load all our stuff up, and I think Clayton and I are gonna divide up. He's gonna take the boat out and scout, and I'm gonna take the truck and get up in some high places and see if I can see some ducks flying and get a game plan for tomorrow.